that I'll put Giannis in there. You
Hey
know,
Seth. Hey Seth, can I ask you a question? Sit on my couch for a second because I really got to ask you a quick question. Seriously, I need to be
Uh-oh.
disrespectful
Uh-oh.
with you. You
it's
said that
like,
Paul George was playing well. Is he not? Outside
yeah,
of two missed free throws, is he playing well?
yes,
Right now, his team is somewhat winning, right? I mean, they are in the Eastern Conference Finals.
down
I mean,
2-0.
Western
Yep.
Conference Finals, are they not?
Yep.
They're down 2-0, but they are in the
Yep.
Western Conference Finals and probably a crazy play away from being tied 2-1, right? From being tied one apiece, right?
I wouldn't say a crazy play. I would say an outstanding, well-designed play
Fair, fair,
that was timely.
fair,
Yes. Okay.
fair.
Mhm.
So, would you say that hating on the man of that nature is rational or irrational?
Stop
This dude
it.
is tripping, bro.
Stop it. Stop
We all
it.
on the couch with you. We all on the couch with you,
I mean,
Socho. So
again, but
continue.
again,
Go ahead
but
and answer.
again,
'Cause I'm sitting
we're
right
talking
next to
about
you
a
on this
gentleman.
couch.
We are talking about a gentleman who is not playing, who's not playing with his best player as well,
I
right?
can't
He
believe.
is
I
basically carrying his team. No,
So,
would that hate be rational or irrational?
so hold
can't
on.
believe
now.
this dude even got a mini cape on for Paul George.
So I'm gonna bring us back to seeing as how we're like in a psycho analysis here. I'm gonna
We're
bring.
in the multiverse. We're in the Marvel multiverse right now. Go ahead. I'm so Miles Morales with it right now.
Travels different down there.
Okay, Loki with the time variant alliance.
I'm going to bring us back to Ty Lue's comments at halftime of game 2.
Mhm.
And if you listen to Ty Lue's comments, one of the things he said was, Paul George, he needs to be more aggressive. He needs to get going. He needs to do this. If you have the mentality of someone that is locked in and is about winning, you don't have to have that conversation. You don't have to have it. Like the best players that play, you don't have that conversation if you're Ty Lue. They just go out there and do it. And so it seems to me like we keep hearing about, I got to talk to Paul George about being aggressive. Got to talk to Paul George about doing this, about doing that. I can't trust the guy, especially without Kawhi Leonard, to get the Clippers, through the series.
I just don't understand how this guy done played 2 decent games and like all is forgotten. Oh, you see how great Paul George is doing? The Paul George, can you change the narrative now? Can we stop talking bad about Paul George? He played 2.5 good games and can we stop? Can we ease up off of Paul George? No, we cannot ease up off of Paul George. Paul George for me is still on the milk carton. For all those ones that's caping for PG-13, Pandemic Pete shows up again. 2 free throws at the end of a game. You're supposed to be a star, superstar, whatever classification you want to be in.
Oh, I'm sorry. Paul George is the only person that's ever missed 2 free throws. No one has ever missed 2 free throws.
You can't
Paul
be.
George is the only man. Mike's never missed 2 free throws.
You can't be at a star level with the game on the line and miss 2 free throws. Tell me when Mike did that with the game on the line. I'll wait.
Please tell me you just being the antithesis, bro.
Please
tell me you are
not
really capable of Paul George.
I'm saying there's a different level of hate that Paul George gets that's irrational. I mean, dude, let's not act like the dude didn't have his team in position to win both games. Let's not do that. Let's not act like he didn't get them over the edge. Let's not act like he didn't get them over the edge in the last playoff series.
Hold on. I'm glad you said that. Number one, they lost both games in the Phoenix series so far. And number two, like we always said, Paul George is the number 2. Who was the leading scorer in the clincher? I'll wait.
Was it Reggie?
No, it was Terrence Mann. Terrence Mann, hold on to that, Paul George. So it wasn't even Kawhi. Terrence Mann came out here and saved the day. And by the way, are we shocked that Paul George missed those 2 free throws? Let's keep it 100. No. Not that he missed them. No. Are any of us shocked that he missed those 2 free throws?
No, because he did it before against Portland. That's why Dame was laughing at him.
And that proves the point. So his defining moments are calling himself playoff P, which has not been proven, hitting the side of the backboard when they were the favorites, and missing 2 free throws in the Western Conference Finals. You can hold that because I'm waiting on the other moment where he got the game-winning defining moment.
I think we're going a little far with the hate. I'm not saying he's playing well, but can we give him credit for getting his team over the last series and showing up in these past 2 games? Let's not act like the dude's on a quote unquote milk carton. He's not. Stop that. That's a lie.
Here's what I'd rather do.
That's a fabrication. He's not on
a milk
carton.
Here's what I'd rather do then. Let's hit the reset on him because I'm a big believer that success is a function of expectations. So I'll change the narrative if we change what we expect from him. If he gets out here and stops calling himself playoff P, because let's remember 2 years ago, just 2 short years ago, he was third in MVP voting, third, which means we expect more from Paul George. That's all I'm saying.
What do you expect from him outside of being in the ECF right now without his best player? I mean, I keep saying ECF, the WCF right now without his best player. What else do you expect from him? What do you want from me? What do you want from me?
Look, there's a very
in the Western Conference Finals right now without his best player. What do you want from him?
There's a very basic lesson here for all our listeners in Graybeards Nation. This is why you don't give yourself a nickname. You let other people give yourself nicknames.
That's the rule in the Rucker. That's the Rucker rule.
That's the rule. Exactly. KJ, you said it before. It's the Rucker rule. This is why you don't do it. Exactly why. Because Playoff P wanted to coin himself that. And now we're all waiting for Playoff P to show up.
Graybeard Nation!